Good morning, children. So today we are going to start with our new topic, that is combined mean and weighted mean. And in the last video, we have done exercise 3.1 and completed that exam exercise also. So today we'll start with the new topic, that is combined mean and weighted mean. So let's see the definition first. So what is combined mean? If we know the mean of two or more groups of observations, we can find mean of the combined group. Such a value is called a combined mean, and it is denoted by x bar c. Right? Mean means we are finding a mean. Mean means one group, one xi is given, one observation is only given. Right. So if more than one observations are given, then we can find a combined mean. Okay. Mean one by one we can find. Instead of that, we can use a combined mean method. That is formula of combined mean is x bar c equal to n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 plus n3 x bar 3, like this, divided by n1, n2, n3, like this continuation. This. Okay, so this is the formula of your combined mean. So let's see one illustration based on combined mean. So our illustration number 10, a factory owner knows that the mean monthly production from January to March is 350 items. From April to August, it is 254 items. And from September to December, it is 315 items. Find the mean monthly production for that year. Now they are saying that the factory owner knows that the mean monthly production. So whatever is this production is that is a mean production. Okay. So here we can say that N1, what you will be taking for N1. So here months are given, January to March. So January, February, March, 3 months. So here N1 is 3 months and X bar 1 is 350. This is mean. They have given in the question itself that it is the mean. See, mean monthly production. This is given na, and mean monthly production is 350. मतलब ये mean है अपना. Okay, and N1 is 3 months. That is January to March, 3 months. The next is April to August. April, May, June, July, August. That is 5 months. So N2 is 5 months, and our X bar 2 is 254. Then September to December, September, October, November, December, 4 months, right? This one, and our fourth X bar 3 is 315, right? So here we got N1, N2, N3, X bar 1, X bar 2, X bar 3. So according to our formula, combined mean X bar C. So the combined mean is denoted by X bar C. So we will be using, instead of writing fully combined mean, we will be using X bar C. Okay, so that is N1 X bar 1 plus N2 X bar 2 plus N3 X bar 3 upon N1 plus N2 plus N3. Now N1 X bar 1, that is in between these two terms, multiplication sign is there. So 3 into 350 plus 5 into 254 plus 4 into 315 divided by 3 plus 5 plus 4. So 3 into 350 comes to 1050, and 5 into 254 comes to 1270, and 4 into 315 comes to 1260, and divided by 3 plus 5 8, 8 plus 4 is 12. Like this we got. Sorry. So like this we got. Here formula first we have to write. One minute. Here first you have to write the formula. Formula you have to write, then substitution of the values in the formula, then the calculation. These two steps are of calculation. These two steps are of calculation, and finally our answer, that is 298.33. Okay, 333 4 times है ना, तो उसको round up कर लो 298.33. After decimal 2 numbers you have to write. So this is the answer for your illustration number 10, and this is one easy formula. Okay, तो x बार c इजी है, एक ही फॉर्मूला उसमें लर्न करना है, दैट इज कंबाइंड मीन n1 x bar 1 n2 x bar 2 n3 x bar 3 till where it is given divided by n1 n2 n3 n1 plus n2 plus n3. Simple formula है. Okay, so it is easy to remember also. Now next is, so in the at last you what you have to write, you have to write that in a statement. Therefore the mean monthly production of the factory over the year is 298.33. Okay, so this is the solution of your 10th illustration. Now we'll see the 11th illustration. See, the question is the ratio of women and men employees in an office is 1:2. If the mean age of the woman and the men are 34 years and 37 years, find the mean age of all the employees of the office. So this is the question. Now this is the question. Now here, first of all, what you have to see? See here the ratio of the men and women in an office is 1:2. Okay. So number of men is A 1A 1:1x. हम लोग जब भी रेशियो होता है तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं? Whenever ratios are given at that time, what you are using? See 1:2 is given. 1:2 is given. So जब भी रेशियो होगा तो what you are using? 1x है ना? Removing the ratios, you will be using x, 1x and 2x, right? So here the men and women are given in the ratio that is 1:2. So you can write for number n1, for number of women that is n1 is 1x and number of men is that is n2 is 2x. Like this you can write. Here they have taken n1 is 1a and n2 is 2a. 1a or a, anything you can write. Okay, now x bar 1 is 34 and x bar 2 is 27. Now x bar c you have to find. So n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 upon n1 plus n2. So n1 is a into 34 plus 2a into 37 divided by a plus 2a. So that comes to 34a plus 74a divided by 3a. That is 108a upon 3a. So a और a कट हो जाएगा. So divide करने पे आप लोग को आंसर आएगा 36. Right. So in the last what you have to write. Therefore the mean age of all the employees in the office is 36 years. Okay. So here the important point is this ratios. Here directly number of employees is not given. Instead of that they have given the number of employees in ratio 1:2. Okay. So 1:2. So we have assumed n1 as 1 है, तो 1:2 है ना, तो 1x और 1a and n2 as 2a. Okay, so this is the way how you have to write. And x is x bar 1 is 34 and x bar is here they have said that the if the mean of ages of women and men, the mean bola hai, so this is your mean of women and mean of men. So women ke liye x bar 1 and for men is x bar 2, right? So here the formula x bar c is n1 x bar 1 and plus n2 x bar 2 upon n1 plus n2. So substitute the values and you will be getting the answer as 36. Okay, so this is the mean age of all the employees in the office, that is 36 years. Now we'll see the next illustration. First, let me rub this. Okay, so these illustrations are very easy. Only the thing is you have to remember the formulas of combined mean. So today we are doing combined mean. So how many times I am explaining? Please carefully listen. So in one lecture only you will be your formula will be remembered by you. After again and again you are listening, then your formula will be. Now next is illustration number 12. A team has to score with a run rate of 5.25 in 20 overs to win the match. The run rate at the end of 13 overs is 5.1. What should be the least run rate to be maintained in the remaining overs to win the match? So we know that the run rate is total numbers of the runs divided by the total number of overs. ये तो सबको पता है about match, सबको पता है ना? Run rate, how you are finding the run rate? Total number of runs divided by the total number of overs. That in that way you will be getting a run rate. So that is mean of runs. Okay, so here n1 is here n1 is 13 and n2 is 7. Okay, a team has to score with a run rate of 5.25 in 20 overs to win a match, and the run rate at the end of 13 over is 5.1. Okay, so N1 is 13. N1 is 13 and N2 is 7. How you got 7? Total 20 overs are there. So N2, for finding the N2, you have to do the calculation. Okay, so 20 में से 13 overs N1 को दे दिया, तो remaining is 7. So 7 over is for N2. Okay, then X bar C they have given. See, a team has to score with a run rate of 5.25. This is your X bar C. Total run rate they have given. That is X bar C. Then they have given 13 overs is 5.1. Run rate of 13 overs is 5.1. So that is X bar 1. Okay, 13 overs is N1. So 5.1 will be X bar 1. Okay, now you have to find X bar 2. Right, here in this question combined mean is given and you have to find X bar 2. Anything will be missing. Okay, now see here, now our formula is X bar C equal to N1 X bar 1 N1 X bar 1 plus N2 X bar 2 upon N1 plus N2. Okay, so combined mean is 5.25 equal to 13 into 5.1 plus 7 into X bar 2 upon 13 plus 7. So sorry children. So now combined mean is N1 X bar 1 plus N2 X bar 2 upon N1 plus N2. So combined mean is 5.25 equal to 13 into 5.1 plus 7 into X bar 2 upon 13 plus 7. So 5.2 substitution you have done. First you have to write the formula, then you have to substitute the values, then you have to do the calculation. Now 5.25 equal to 13 into 5.1 is 66.3 plus 7 X bar 2 upon 20. Here cross multiplication they have done. So 5.25 into 20 equal to 66.3 plus X bar 2. Okay, now 5.25 into 20 comes to 5.25 into 20, that is 105 equal to 66.3 plus 7 X bar 2. So X bar 2 will be, your 105 will be coming this side. So 105 minus sorry, this 66.3 will be going that side. So 105 minus 66.3, that is 38.7. Then X bar 2 equal to 38.7 divided by 7. That comes to 5.5286. That will be this third digit is 8. So your second digit will be round plus 1. That is 5.53. So here the minimum run rate for this team in the last 7 overs should be 5.53 runs to win the match. So this way you have to solve. In this sum, in the previous sum, what we have done, that N1 and N2 was given in a ratio, and in this sum, what is the new thing, that they have given a combined mean, right? X bar C they have given, and you have to find they have given X bar C and X bar 1, and X bar 2 was missing, so you have to find X bar 2. So this is the new thing in illustration number 12. Now let's see the next sum. Let me rub this. Now the next sum, that is illustration number 13. Okay, only 12 illustrations are there. That is based on our combined mean. Only 3 illustrations they have given. First illustration, that is 10th illustration, was a simple sum. In that n1, n2, n3 was given, and x bar 1, x bar 2, and x bar 3 was given. And simply you have to put the formula and just you have to find. In the second, that is in the illustration number 11, they have given ratios. That is n1 and n2 was not directly given. They have given in ratios. That is 1:2. So you have to find out by using that ratios, you have to find out n1 and n2. And in the illustration number 12, they have given combined mean. That means n1, n2, and x bar c and x bar 1 they have given, and we have to find x bar 2. Okay, so these three sums are based on combined mean only, but the thing is that little bit difference they have given. Okay, now our next topic is weighted mean. See, what is weighted mean? We said that using arithmetic mean is not appropriate if the importance of all observation is not same. So a special mean called as weighted mean can be found in such cases. Weighted mean is denoted by x bar w. So when each observation is assigned a numerical value called weight according to its importance, the most important value is given maximum weight. Like rank हम देते हैं ना वैसे means those who are getting the highest mark, highest total will be getting first rank. Same way uh, here also weight is given. Weight means the thing which is having more important, that is giving a weight. Some numbers they are given. Okay. So let's see in the illustration. Now in the weighted mean, that is x bar w, the formula is w1 x1 plus w2 x2 w3 x3 like this, divided by w1 plus w2 plus w3 like this. Okay. And one more formula is there, x bar w, that is sigma wi xi upon sigma wi. So what is wi xi? That is the addition of w1 x1, w2 x2, w3 x3. उसका addition होगा wi xi का. So these two formulas you have to write. If you are writing in the that formulas, if you are writing in separate book, there you have to write one this formula also and this one also. These two are two different formulas. Okay, so these two are the different formulas. So some questions we use this type of formulas, and in some questions we make use of this type of formulas. And this is mainly used in long sums. Where is xi, that table where we are preparing. In this type of sum, we have to prepare the table. And this type of sums are mainly used in the short sums. Okay, 2 mark sums में ही use होता है. Okay, now we'll see the illustration. Illustration number 13. A student gets 35 marks in a theory paper, 15 marks in practical examination, and 5 marks in an oral examination of a subject. The school gives weight, that is 4, 2, and 1. Let's see, weight WI is given. Okay, and to this type of examination, find the weighted mean of the marks for this students. Okay, now x bar 1 is 35. This is the x bar 1, x1 observations होते हैं. वो xi जो होता है ना, xi में जो दिया होता है, suppose see I will show you. If xi is given like this, ये xi का कॉलम होता है ना हमारा discrete frequency में, हम लोग xi का कॉलम लिखते हैं ना discrete numbers में. So that is 35 and 15 and 5. And 5, right? This all are in under the x column. So this we will be considering. ये सबको x नहीं बोल सकते, तो अलग अलग नाम दे देंगे इसको. First one is called x1, second one is called x2. 1 minute. Second one is called x2, and the third is called x3. Okay, like this sums you have to. Like this you have to do. So under three observations, three numbers are given in an observation. So we will be giving the name for each and every observation. सबको हम x नहीं बोल सकते. So that's why we have given x1, x2, x3. Okay, and here weight is given. So this will be w1, w2 and w3. ये wi का कॉलम होगा जिसमें आप लोगों को दिया होगा 4, 2 and 1. So all, we can't say all as w1. Okay, so we will be using w1, w2 and w3. Okay, so this way you have to do now a weighted mean. So w1 is x1 is 35, x2 is 15 and x3 is 5. Then w1 is 4, w2 is 2 and w3 is 1. Now x bar w. So x bar w formula is w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus x bar 2 नहीं लिखना, x2 लिखना. Observation है वो, mean नहीं है, right? w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus w3 x3 upon w1 plus w2 plus w3. So here we have to, first you have to write the formula, then you have to do the substitution of the values in the formula. So w1 is 4 into 35 plus 2 into 15 plus 1 into 15 divided by 4 plus 2 plus 1. So that is 4 into 35 is 140, 2 into 15 is 30, 5 into 1 is 5, divided by 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 1 7. Then total of 40 plus 30 plus 140 plus 30 plus 5 is 175 divided by 7, that comes to 25. Okay, so now here you got 25 as the your answer. So in the statement what you have to write, the weighted mean of marks of this students is 25. Okay, so this is the way how you have to do your sums of your weighted mean sums. Like this way you have to do. Okay, now now 3.2, 3-4 sums they have given. See, so now I will be explaining this 3.2 we will do afterwards. Now we will see this geometric mean. One more theory we will see. Okay, so in the next video I will be explaining 3.2 and 3.3 together I will be explaining. Okay, so let's see geometric mean. So suppose we are studying a variable that changes over time. If we want to find average rate of changes in the variable, the applications of arithmetic mean is not appropriate. Let us understand this with an example. Consider an item with a price of 200 rupees. If the price increases after 1 month by 50% and by 25% in the next month, the price of the successive months will be 200 into 150 upon 100, that is 300, and that will be, and after that also increasing by 25%. So that will be 300 plus 120. Increase होता है तो 100 plus करना है और decrease होता है तो 100 minus. So हमारा basically हमारे product what was our price, that is 200 and it is increased by 50% this month. So 50% increase है तो 100 plus 50, that is 150 upon, if you are finding the percentage then you have to divide it by 100. So upon 100 that will be 300. Then now our price is 300. Then in the next month again that price increased to 25%. So 300 तो रहेगा ही, 300 का 25% increase. So 300 plus 125. 125 कैसे होगा? Increase by 25% है तो increase होगा तो 100 plus. Decrease होगा तो 100 minus. Okay, remember always this thing. So 300 plus 300 into 125 upon 100, that comes to 375 rupees. So this is the rate of our next month. Now if we find the average of the percentage price for the 2 months using arithmetic mean, it will be 150 plus 125 divided by 2, that is 137.5. This is the average percentage, 137.5. So if we take this average for finding the price of that items 2 months later, it will be 200 into 175.5 upon 100 into 137.5 upon 100, that comes to means this is the method of that average. We are finding the average. Okay, so this is the method. So 202 months का find करना, average कैसे find किया हमने, 150 plus 125 divided by 2, that is 137.5, और 2 months का find करना, तो हमने 2 times calculate किया. तो basically अपना rate क्या था, 200 into 137.5 upon 100 into 137.5 upon 100. If it is asked for 3 months, then 3 times we will do the calculation, like 200 into 137.5 upon 100 into 137.5 upon 100 into 137.5 upon 100. Here only 2 months are asked, so we are doing the calculation for 2 months, that is 200 into 137.5 upon 100 into 137.5 upon 100, that is 378.18 rupees, which is not rupees 375 as calculated above. Okay, so another average called a geometric mean is more appropriate here. Means here the answers are varying. We have used the method that we have used this method. In this method our answer comes to 375, and when we are used the average method, the geometric mean method, so this type of method our answer comes to 378.18, and which is not 375. Here the answers are little bit different. So another average called a geometric mean is more appropriate here. A geometric mean is defined as the nth root of the product of n positive observations, and it is denoted by g. So here the formula is g equal to nth root upon nth root x1 into x2 into x3, like this. How many observations are given based on that. One minute. Let me rub this. Now, see, now here let us find geometric mean in the above example. The two numbers 152 and 125, which shows the percentage price, which will have g equal to under root 150 into 125, that is equal to 1336.93. That means अंडर रूट 150 और 125 का मल्टीप्लीकेशन करोगे तो जो आंसर आएगा उसके बाद रूट दबाना है, तो रूट को प्रेस करने से जो आंसर आता है ना वो है 136.93. नाउ अप्लाइंग दिस एवरेज, द प्राइस आफ्टर 2 months will be 200 into 136.93 upon 100 into 136.93 upon 100, that is 135, which is same as the value calculated earlier. Because if you are average, if you are taking 2 methods and your answer is varying, at that time you have to go for geometric mean. So by finding geometric mean, your answer will be the same. Okay, note, if the given variable increase by p%, then increase percentage value can be written as 100 plus p. I told you increase hoga to 100 plus hoga, agar decrease hoga to 100 minus, that only they have said. Whereas if the value has decreased by p%, then the decreased percentage will be written as 100 minus. Okay, for example, if the price decreases 20% in the certain month, the percentage price for the next month is taken as 100 minus 20. Decrease होगा तो 100 minus 20, and 20% increase बोला तो 100 plus 20. Note, for the given observation x1, x2 until xn, arithmetic mean is always equal to or more than their geometric mean, that is x bar is greater than equal to g. Now x bar is equal to g, and only if all the observations have the same value. Okay, now illustration number 14. The population of an area increased by 15%, 18%, and 13% and 20% respectively for 4 years. Find the average increase in the population. Since the values of the increases in population are given in percentages, we will use the geometric mean for the average value. Considering the percentage increase in the population, we will get the observations like x1 equal to increased population. So x bar, if x1 equal to 100 plus 15, that is 115. x2 equal to 100 plus 18, that is 118. x3 100 plus 13, that is equal to 113. and x3 equal to 100 plus 20, that is 120. And G, formula of G is fourth root x1, x2, x3, x1 into x2 into x3 into x4. So this is the formula of our geometric mean. So G equal to under root nth root we said ना, तो n की जगह पे जितने हैं ऑब्जर्वेशन x1, x2, x3, x4 4 है ना, तो nth root होता था हमारा formula. So that in place of n you will be writing how many observations are there, 4. So 4 अंडर रूट जो भी जितने नंबर्स हम अंदर रूट के अंदर ले रहे हैं ना उतना हम लोग यहाँ पे n के जगह पे लिखेंगे, जैसे यहाँ पे 4 लिखा है तो x1, x2, x3, x4 4 नंबर्स है. तो 4 अंडर फोर्थ रूट 115 into 118 into 113 into 112. So the calculation shows that your answer is 116.468, that comes to 116.47. So this is the average rate of growth in the population over this 4 years is 16.47%. परसेंटेज में होगा तो इंटू 100 करना है इसमें, तो 116.47 इंटू 100 करोगे आप लोग तो आप लोग को मिलेगा 16 minus 100, you have to do minus 100, so this will be 16.47%. ओके, माइनस 100 करना है आपने को, तो जो परसेंटेज है वो मिल जाएगा. So this is the till here only I will be explaining today. So this is your 14th illustration. Okay, we'll see in the next video all the other illustrations. Okay, now see 15th and all we will see everything in the next video. Okay, so thank you so much for today and practice continue रखना आप लोग. Bye.